Y'all know what it is, man. What's going on, man? It's your boy, man, PG the Hustler, man. New episode of Talking Shit. You know what I mean? Thank you for tapping in with your boy. Man, we just gonna start it off, man. This is a quick. This is we doing this. We running this quick, man. This is gonna be a quick little episode, man. Your boy tired, man, but I got to do this shit for y'all, man. So here we go, man. Update on YNWMWMlnop, melly, whatever this nigga name is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Mr. Murder on my mind. I wanna take my homeboys out for a ride and shoot their ass up, man. Rest in peace to them niggas, man, too. Also, because I know y'all see me messing with my thing, man. This cord is crazy. Anyway, got it, y'all. Yeah, man, this nigga took his homeboys on a ride, man, and murked them and tried to act like he was in a drive-by and set this whole shit up. I'm sure they're gonna go into it. If you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't know, you need to look it up. You need to follow this whole case if you didn't know about this. This shit was hella crazy. I'm gonna let this shit run though, man, and let y'all check this shit out and check this update out about it. Cause that shit is crazy.
Rossi, they're still with me, our criminal defense attorneys on the panel. So Josh, I'll start with you. A little bit of an update for you. The attorneys were given the written order denying the motion for a mistrial this past Friday. Defense attorney Stuart Adelson told our very own Terry Austin that the attorneys were given the written order denying this mistrial. So it was denied. We were curious which way the judge was going to go. We were wondering whether or not the judge would actually vote in favor of the mistrial. That is not happening. What's your thoughts on that?
It's a really difficult burden for the defense. I mean, they can. A lot of this is preserving objections for appeal. So you understand why they make the objections, but it really weighs heavily in favor of the prosecution. The judge essentially has to find that the trial, for whatever reason, this is based upon questions asked by the prosecution, perhaps testifying during the questions, whatever kind of inadmissible evidence may have come before the jury. Does the judge feel that bell simply can't be unrung to the extent that it has derailed the entire trial?
So
and the judge is reluctant to do that. They don't want to put everybody through all of this again over something that they feel that perhaps could be solved through a curative instruction to the jurors, and the judge obviously felt that way in this instance. It's not surprising because most of these are denied.
Well, and Gene, you and I were talking earlier about whether the judge would be so upset to grant this motion for a mistrial, basically with prejudice, and there would be no more retrial. So that's not the case. I'll give you your thoughts on your reaction to the fact the judge denied it. But also, let me ask you this, Gene. Is this actually beneficial for the defense? Maybe they're in a good position in this case, and maybe starting over wouldn't be ideal for them. Maybe they're winning. What are your thoughts?
What is shit like sports to these motherfuckers?
If you pray for something hard enough, you may get it. I think the defense is happy that the motion was denied. All right, and I agree with Josh. The courts have wide discretion on whether to grant or deny a motion of mistrial. They rarely grant them because trials aren't perfect.
I don't know what the fuck.
But I gotta say this. The defense, in closing argument, has incredible fodder and ammunition, no pun intended, to go after the integrity of this prosecution. It is absolutely painful for me to watch this direct examination of Ms. Holmes. It's painful, painful.
Oh, well, there's going to be more of it. We're going to play a little bit more of it and see what happens.
He know he going to jail.
Or even $100 an hour.
I'm back here with Josh Ritter.
He know he going to jail. It ain't even really nothing to talk about with that one, honestly. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It ain't much to talk about that shit. Y'all know the shit that y'all should have got denied. What happened was, the reason why I wanted to talk about that, I wanted to speak on it, is because I actually watched some of the court case, and I watched the defense, and I watched what they was trying to say, and no, I watched the prosecution, and I watched I took in what they were saying, and as far as what they found, like all of the hardcore ass evidence, like the trajectories of the bullets, where the shit was placed, like, you know what I mean, that they had like all the forensics, all that shit, man. They got it all the way down to the dust fragments. They got it down. They got the bullet broke down. They got the everything. They got it all, man. It's open and shut. I don't even know how they go. I don't even know how they gonna defend this. I don't even know how he gonna defend this shit. This little nigga life is over. So, man, I don't even y'all know, man. Y'all get y'all motherfucking kids, man. I seen something today that said if you change your mindset, your children's mindset will change. That's what a lot of people need to do out here, man, nowadays. That's what a lot of us need to do, man. You know what I'm saying? No cap, man. You know what I mean? And I got certain things that I'm changing about mine, you know what I'm saying, for my kids' sake. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So, things I'm trying to teach them. So, you know, it's all a learning curve for us. So, I don't nobody know everything. But, you know, as we find these things out, man, it's all up to us to teach each other these things. You know what I'm saying? Not to look down on each other about this shit, but to teach each other this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's enough of that because I still got to roll my blunt, man. Let's get to Rashad, man. Let's get to see your boy, man, because this shit right here, this is another thing. I think this just came down like a couple of hours ago or whatever. Cops beat up another kid in custody, man. This is why do y'all always want to whoop on us when y'all got our hands tied behind our back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. Like, when I don't get that, man. Let's just roll this shit, man. For the shit make me mad, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that shit right now.
Decides to, well, violate the rights of another individual, physically assault them, well, that cop is now in trouble. Let me take you to the video. Here it is.
Oh, hands ain't behind our back, but we uncovered. Oh, his hands was in his pocket. Wowzers.
Put up this coward full mass.
Oh, yeah.
Keep him up.
Bitch ass nigga.
A Warren, Michigan police officer
He used to get beat up as
is now facing charges in an excessive force incident that happened inside of the jail last week. That was a black teenager that he struck. Defenseless teenager who provided obviously zero threat to the officer. I'm going to show you how swift this cop was dealt with. The officer has been identified as Matthew Rodriguez, who was placed on administrative leave following the incident. The Macomb County prosecutor said the officer is charged with assault and battery. He's been on the force 14 years. Let me give you more background to the incident. So the video released by the Warren Police Department shows the officer talking to the suspect.
He need his pension cut off. He need all
then
that shit
hitting
stripped.
the suspect with his right hand, knocking him down.
Then
he decides to knee him against the wall and throw him on the ground. Other officers intervened. And then the first officer dragged him up and threw him into the holding cell. You saw all of this. Police Commissioner William Dyer detailed a timeline that said the man who was assaulted was arrested at 4:53 a.m. Booked in the Warren Police Jail at 6:03 a.m. And the jail officer took custody of the man at 6:06 a.m. Then the police commissioner said the first strike happened at 6:08 a.m. And the other officers intervened 6 seconds after the first strike and got the victim into a holding cell within 45 seconds. According to the commissioner of police, an internal affairs investigation was initiated at 8:10 a.m. that same day, 8:10 a.m. And the officer was placed on leave at 9 a.m. same day, 9 a.m. The commissioner also said he ordered the victim to be taken to the hospital despite not requesting medical care. And the man was cleared and returned to the cell at 12:12 p.m. Acts of misconduct by the Warren Police Department will not be tolerated, the commissioner said. All acts of police misconduct merit a review and a response, okay? So here's the thing. That never should have happened. 14 years on the force, he decides to do this to a teenager in front of cameras, in front of other officers. You think this is his first time doing it? Hell no.
He was 5 years old.
He was too comfortable.
When you first joined the force.
What kind of person, an adult, in a professional capacity,
you felt that was the person as a grown man that you need
a word maybe from a teenager who's obviously already having a bad day? Please remember, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. He struck an innocent teenager because he is part of an industry that typically would have protected his activity. The fact that law enforcement routinely has protected guys like him is the reason that many of them continue to act in the way they do. Examples like this have to be shown. It has to be promoted. This man was dealt with within hours. It did not take days. It did not take weeks. Hell, we just had a case last week. It took 5 damn years before they decided to actually discipline the officer who engaged in misconduct. It took them basically 5 hours. I like your style, Commissioner. Now to the charge or charges, they should be more extensive. Possibly we get to that point when there's a grand jury indictment. Max, thoughts?
I mean, 2 minutes. It took 2 minutes for this kid to go from being taken into being punched in the face. And you can see in the video, his hands are at his side. He's not even wearing shoes. It's not even clear his lips are moving. You cannot fill out an intake form in 2 minutes. So this guy stopped midway through to go teach this kid a lesson. And the fact is, the police commissioner made the right move, absolutely. And more people should follow that. But the fact that those officers, when they rushed up, didn't immediately restrain that officer shows that there may be a bigger problem in that department. And if that commissioner's committed, he'll follow that wherever it leads and do what you have to do to clean it up.
That's right.
Yeah, no, that shit. I like the way, I don't know, I agree with Doc, man. I like the way they sent that nigga off real quick, like, real quick. That was classy. Shouldn't have happened in the first fucking place though. That's real shit. All right, so y'all already know what I'm about to do. Y'all know what we talking about. All right. I'm gonna let the great Chris Smooth narrate this one, man. He gonna lay it out. He's laid it out the best as I ever seen. He's laid it out the best I've seen so far. So I'm gonna let Big Dog Chris Move, man, go ahead and let.
Crazy. Zion Williamson, he got himself into trouble off the court with the ladies. His ex-girlfriend, well, she probably wasn't a girlfriend. She was probably just a little side thing. She's threatening blackmail. Recently, Zion Williamson revealed that he's gonna have a baby. He was in a gender reveal video with his girlfriend. And then after that went live, this other woman, the side thing, was furious. And she took to Twitter. She started talking hella trash, detailing their relationship and how he was cheating on her at that time and doing these things and But now I guess she's really mad because she realizes she lost the bag completely and she's threatening to release the tapes. She said she's got tapes and she's gonna let it fly. Why not let it fly? She can't take it that she's losing to this other woman. The other woman is younger than her. The other woman doesn't look to have as much work done. She might even be natural, who knows? So you know how that goes. She's tweeting the NBA and the Pelicans, and she's saying, hey, I got tapes of me and Zion, and I'm gonna let him fly, so you gotta trade him. Trade him now. He doesn't deserve to be in NO for the Pelicans. She's telling Zion, your career is never gonna be the same. You're gonna fall off. You're gonna have to retire. She's tweeting at Zion, where's my wire transfer? You are a liar and a cheat. Where's the money? Trade this fraud. He doesn't deserve to be in no. Does your BM know you still trying to fly me out? These tweets are pure jokes. She says to Zion, why are you renting a house in Miami? Your NBA career light will be dimmed once them tapes are out. You're gonna lose everything and suffer for what you did to me. Justice. And then she's asking, why you got your friends in my DM? I never cheated. Why are you trying to set me up? Why is your chef in my DM? And she's getting a lot of replies to all these crazy tweets. So then she says, he destroyed his own career. He was cheating on me. He chose to drink sodas and not work out. I have nothing to do with what that man chooses to do. Zion, he's got enough off the court issues. He's trying to stay healthy. And there's been rumors too, before all this happened, there were rumors that maybe the Pelicans are trying to trade Zion because they're looking at the draft and they like Henderson. I don't know if those rumors are true. That's why I never talked about them. But this deal with the ex-girl, it's all over Twitter. She's going crazy. She's got over 300 tweets with nothing but threats. So we'll see how this all plays out.
Actually,
it's illegal to do what she says she's going to do. What a distraction for Zion. And that's what's crazy about social media and being in the NBA today, because stuff like this can happen. It can come to light because all somebody has to do is just hop online and start talking. Let me know what you think in the comments section. How much trouble is Zion going to be in? Is he even going to play this season? Is he going to play good with all of these distractions going on? We need to hear from Pelicans fans. How are you feeling about this added drama? Do you want to trade Zion and move on? Or is this just a distraction and he's going to be back better than ever on the court? Because when he's healthy, the Pelicans are something else. They were the first seed. They were up there in the standings. Soon as he went down, they completely slipped in the standings. So if he's not able to play, is it better to trade him and go get another young player that you think can actually stay healthy? That's the question. My songs, he quit the game.
Man. So if y'all need to tap in, y'all should already know who Chris is, man. Tap in to my boy Chris, man. But okay, so look, my thing with this Zion thing is, now I had a whole something prepared for y'all, man. But I think I'm going to leave that. I'm going to do another video on that. I'm going to do another type of video on that. Okay? So, y'all be on the lookout for that. But anyway, like I was saying, now, you guys, everybody, y'all young dudes that's balling, y'all ballers, man, y'all niggas is getting drafted, all y'all young niggas, man. I think the draft is tomorrow? What's on Thursday? Draft tomorrow. Like, all y'all niggas, man, y'all need to be on the lookout, okay? Now, I'm gonna get deeper into this when I make the other video, man, and I want y'all to tap in, man, and check it out. Let me know what y'all think, too. Let me know what y'all think in my comments, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, this whole thing that's going on, this whole Zion Williams. What's cracking, y'all? What's good? This whole Zion Williams shit, and what she's doing, because let me get to the fat meat. This old bitch is a bitter, scorned gold digger, okay? And she is a predator, all right? She is preying on this young dude, young millionaire, young athlete. I don't have the correct age. I don't have the exact age gap. but I know she's older. And like Chris said, the young chick that he's with, she's older too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's younger. The chick that he's with, the baby mom, she younger. So my whole thing is, these young dudes need to watch out for these predators. And when I say that, these women are doing whatever. They don't even like you. Let's just get that. Let's just get that straight. Let's get that shit out in the open right now. They don't like you, nigga. They like that money. They like that bag. That's all they motherfucking care about. Y'all remember ugly ass Taco Fall? Or whatever his name is? Shit happened to him? Predator. Guarantee she was older than him too. These chicks are preying on these athletes. They're manipulating them. They're, you know what I'm saying, sucking the soul out these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let me just be honest and blunt. They just putting it on these niggas. They fucking with their head. It's just a fucking mess, man. It's a mess. But nobody's gonna call them on that predatory shit. But I am. I'll call them on that shit. These bitches out here is predators, man. They preying on these young niggas, man. On these young athletes. And they doing this shit on purpose because they know they just got a bag. I guarantee in Brooklyn, what is that? It's in Brooklyn right now, the thing tomorrow. I guarantee all the bitches flew out to Brooklyn. All the true gold digging hoes went out to Brooklyn this week, and they there for this whole motherfucking event, and they throwing ass and pussy every motherfucking where. Trying to catch him a baller. And as soon as that nigga don't do what they want him to do, they gonna do the same type of shit right here. They gonna start trying to get all in the news. They gonna start trying to release all kind of shit, trying to shame a nigga. But the whole thing is, y'all don't understand. These bitches have a clouded sense of reality. They tend to think that just because they say something, they tend to think that just because they feel a certain way, that it's going to move the NBA to do whatever they want to do. Bitch, if they was going to trade him, or if they trade him, it's not because of you. It's because they getting ready to trade to get a young dude in there because this nigga stay hurt and busting out his goddamn sneakers all the time and eating Lay's potato chips and motherfucking Sour Patch Kids all goddamn day. And the nigga gained like 200-300 motherfucking pounds or whatever he did. Could have been on mine a 600-pound life or some shit. Nigga was fat as hell. I just seen him on a commercial with this nigga sitting on the couch looking like Jabba the damn Hutt. Nigga was big as hell. That's his fault. That's the shit that's gonna get him traded. Not you saying you gonna drop some funky ass sex tape. You dumbass marble headed bitch. I don't know what the fuck wrong with these hoes, man. Look, young niggas, stay away from these hoes like that, man. They only motivated by that bag, man. That's all they want. And they gonna do whatever. And they got a whole team of motherfuckers behind them that's gonna sit behind them and say, yeah, girl, that's right. Yeah, you right. He should be doing this. He should do that. No, that nigga should have left you right where the fuck he was at. And he did what he did. So what? Like, I mean, damn, he a young dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't married. He had a girlfriend. He got a baby mama. It's different if it was like a whole marriage. It wasn't even a marriage. That's just some girl. That's just his baby mom. It's just his girlfriend. I mean, we get that. Yeah, he did what he did, but at the same time, like that's not even big enough for that. That just lets you know if you follow what she's looking for, if you follow what her topic is where's my money, where's my wire transfer. It's all about some money. If he was to say, "How I'll give you if he was to say I'll give you 100,000, and he was to say I'll give you 100,000, and we call it quits. I mean, you know, and I'll shut up. Like she'll take it, and she wouldn't say nothing else about it. That's all she want. It's some motherfucking money, and these bitches will do anything to get it. So y'all niggas, man, watch y'all backs, man, and watch y'all motherfucking bags, man, for real. And keep playing that sport that you love. Keep doing what you doing, man. And congrats to all my niggas, all my little young niggas, man, that's going into the draft tomorrow, man. That's entering in the draft, that's getting their name called. And for the niggas that ain't getting their name called and thought they was getting their name called, man, keep on pushing. Shit, just because you don't get your name called today, man, that should have happened for you, my G. So just keep it pushing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Alright, next topic. That's y'all. I don't fuck with you. That's That wasn't funny, nigga. Like on some real shit, it really wasn't funny. It was on some creepy shit. Like it really was on some creepy shit. Now, man, these motherfucking commercials funny as hell. But anyway, that shit was definitely on some motherfucking creepy shit. Now, since it happened, I have heard that she has apologized. We're gonna go into this once and we're gonna get all the info about it. He have apologized, but like I said, man, that's just some creepy ass nigga shit. Why ain't none of them old niggas like pull that nigga to the side like, hey man, like look nigga, that shit was like, wait, wow. Like, I mean, I seen Young Duval, he was like, I think everybody was kind of caught in some shock though. But I mean, it was creepy as fuck, but I don't think it was to the extent that they try to do to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers always try to blow that shit up. They try to blow shit up. It wasn't that motherfucking crazy. Like, it was crazy, but it wasn't like to be, like, you know, it was an unwanted kiss. Even she apologized. Now, this is the funny thing. Let's see how far the world takes this, because Suki herself has accepted his apology. They gonna get into this and all that kind of shit. But Suki has accepted his apology. Now let's see if everybody else do. Now that's the thing, because just because somebody accepted your apology don't mean the world gonna accept you when you're a public figure and you out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seeing your face all the time. So let's roll this shit, man. Let's get on into it. 30 miles on.
YK Osiris. We watched him on video grabbing Sukihana, who is a musical star, is a reality television star, and he forcibly kissed her. There's no other way to say it. He got a ton of backlash. There were even people who said he should be charged with the crime. Well, yesterday on the show, we talked about YK Osiris's apology, and I think for the most part, we all felt that it was a pretty sincere, pretty genuine apology. Yeah, I agree. What does Sukihana think? And that's the one who really matters. Does she think it's heartfelt, and does she accept it? Well, I think the answer to that is yes. So Sukihana saw the apology, and here's what she had to say. First, I want to acknowledge that YK Osiris has apologized to me privately and publicly, and I have chosen to accept his apology. God always forgives me, and I can always forgive others.
My accepting his apology is not my excusing or lessening the severity of his actions. This is destiny choosing to give grace to Osiris.
And then she went on, I am human, a woman, a mother, a daughter, before I am an entertainer. No matter what my lyrics express, I still have boundaries and have a right to them.
What she's addressing there is a lot of people have pointed out that her lyrics are very explicit and sexual. So a lot of people were saying, which I think is ridiculous, a lot of people were saying, well, you kind of asked for this.
That's the you asked for it nonsense.
Exactly. But, I mean, come on. This girl has boundaries. Nobody should be grabbing her face and forcefully kissing her. But I am glad that it did end this way, and she's accepted it.
Yeah, and I think now that we have heard from Suki, and like it's just time for us as a community who are like commenting on this and having feelings about this to really just take heed to what she said, and we have to feel the way that she feels, in my opinion, because she was the one that was violated. But I think that this is a good example of when someone chooses to give grace in a cancel culture, how it can kind of change the conversation. Because I feel like online now people are like, okay, well, you know, maybe we do accept the apology.
They're taking a cue from her. And I think that's how it should be. Look, in this day and age, we're so often somebody makes a mistake and you're just like, okay, get out of here, you're done forever. The fact that she didn't have to take this approach, I don't think, Charlie. I think she could have, rightfully so, said, you know, screw you. You kissed me. That was embarrassing. It was violating, and you're done, YK Osiris. But she didn't.
And I think the biggest thing here is the fact that she pointed out that, like, she's not been the most perfect person. I think people pointing stuff out, like there are certain videos that she's done that people, not even because of like, you know, the sexuality in them or anything like that, but just the acts that people don't really care for. And she said, look, you know, I've been forgiven on this platform publicly. God has forgiven me for things. So I want to extend that same grace to people. I think putting herself kind of in the same like light, it's a weird, hard thing to do because, again, it doesn't excuse what he did. But at the same time, I think that that was a very, like, I don't know, it was a big girl move on her part. Like, and she's trying to separate Sukihana, the performer, from Destiny, the person. And she did that in her statement.
I am curious, what is it going to be like when these two see each other again in public? Because, you know, they definitely cross in the same circles, are at the same kind of events. So at that point, does he say, can I give you a hug?
I don't think,
like,
no, don't touch her. Don't. I think you just hit her with the
wave.
What's up?
A wave, or an air hug.
That's it. That might even be too much. I just
don't want to feel the weight of the air hug.
What's up, Suki? Just like that.
Hey, Justin in LA. Bro, I'm actually glad that Sukihana forgave Waki Osiris.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. So like I said, man, that's a big girl move on her part. That's a big, you know, she a real one for that. I really I respect her for that shit, man, and not trying to take this brother down. Cause we don't need that shit, man. We don't need him. Like, he a young dude. It was some creep shit, yeah, we know. But let's just be honest. He probably just had a real tough ass crush. You know what I'm saying? I know he had a real tough ass crush on her, man. You know what I mean? That's probably all it was. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not excusing it. I'm not like looking over it or glossing over that shit. I'm just saying that she handled it the right way, because she didn't. It wasn't to the extent where, you know, I don't think it warranted her having to go get courts involved and try to take this nigga down all the way down and strip motherfuckers of their whole motherfucking careers and shit. Like, she living her best life. They living their best. They just having fun, man. Just everybody need to let that shit go. Like, and I get it, but hey, she did, so let that shit go. But all right, rolling on, moving along, man. I know y'all know about the sub.
The wreckage of the Titanic. That's the fear today as the Titan submersible remains lost.
This is so terrifying because the clock is really ticking.
If that sub is still intact and those passengers are still alive, they have less than 2 days worth of oxygen left on board.
The U.S. and Canadian Coast Guards are scanning the ocean using C-130 reconnaissance planes, dropping sonar buoys to listen for any sign of life.
They're listening for tapping or voices because at this point that may be the only clues that they have, if they can hear that at all.
The 5 men on board have been identified as British billionaire Hamish Harding, Shahzada Dawood, said to be one of Pakistan's richest men, and his 19-year-old son, Suleiman. Titanic expert Paul Henry Nargeolet, and the man who built the sub, Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate.
Wow.
They are sealed in the 21-foot metal tube about the size of a minivan. There are no seats, no room to lie down, no food or drink, but there is a toilet.
The crew closes the hatch from the outside with 17 bolts. There's no other way out.
The Titan began its descent at 8 a.m. Sunday, but lost contact with the support ship, the Polar Prince, less than 2 hours later. The round trip to the wreck of the Titanic should have taken 9 hours. When they didn't return at 5:40 p.m., the Coast Guard was called in.
All of our efforts are focused on finding the sub. There's about 40 hours of breathable air left.
That would mean they run out of air at 5 a.m. Thursday.
If the sub is trapped in the Titanic, it will take an extraordinary effort to bring it to the surface. First of all, it's pitch black down there. The temperature is 39 degrees Fahrenheit. The pressure is 110 times greater than on the surface. No diver can go that far, and no other sub on the planet can go that deep.
You know, throwing a bunch of tourists in a new sub that, you know, was just created over the last several years, it's not looking good.
It is always in the back of your head. I could die here.
Mike Reese, a well-known TV writer and producer for The Simpsons, paid $250,000 to make the journey last summer. That's his wife posing for photos in the sub before the descent.
It's small but comfortable. It's If you can imagine a minivan, if you tore all the seats out.
Listening, it sounds very claustrophobic.
We were all kind of like-minded people on an adventure, and so there was never a moment's discomfort.
CBS Sunday Morning correspondent David Pogue has also been on board the Titan. What do you think happened to the Titan?
There's only three possibilities. One is that the Titan imploded on its way down. Another possibility is they just lost power. They made it to the bottom and they are somehow stuck there. The third possibility is that they successfully made it to the surface, but without power, they have no way of telling us where they are.
Man. I just needed a second to process that shit, man. I still need this. I don't. If you tell me, it's just a scenario, to get in a casket, I'm probably gonna look at you like you the stupidest motherfucker on earth. What the fuck is wrong with you? And a casket can open and close. These motherfuckers paid $250,000 to be bolted in a time capsule, a snow globe, a motherfucking Happy Meal toy. It's 21 feet long, no seats. It's not even fucking comfortable. I don't give a shit what that old Simpson head man said. That shit ain't comfortable. If I gotta that shit ain't comfortable. If I gotta lay on my side for 9 motherfucking hours, the fuck, that shit is not comfortable. They pay $250,000. Let alone the nigga who created the shit is down there with them. Money has ran rampant, man. Having that money, being big at, trying to do some shit that ain't never been done before. Got them motherfuckers killed. Being rich. Having all that money. Trying to be the first to do this, the first to do that. Motherfuckers going to the motherfucker, trying to go to the motherfucking moon, trying to go out of space and fall back down. And these niggas trying to go all the way down to the bottom of the deep, 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 dark sea about this funky ass Titanic. Man, nigga, fuck that Titanic. What the? You go down there to say what? To come up and say, I've been down to the Titanic. A motherfucker gonna look at you like, man, who gives a fuck? Who cares, nigga? Shit stupid as hell, man. Motherfuckers crazy. Anyway, man, we're moving on to this shit, dog. And I ain't tricking, man. It's just some real ass shit. I don't like stupid shit. That's dumb shit. That's stupid shit. Anyway, man. Moving on. What
Here is where the
California
is. So you don't have to go inside the booty hole. You can actually just push on the seam, and that stimulates the prostate gland as well. And that they apparently really like that. But yeah, so that's why for male and male, anal sex is still very pleasurable because of the fact that it hits the prostate, and there's a lot of nerve endings in your booty as well. So the girls, the G-spot, prostate, they're the equivalent to each other, but apparently that's why if you ever see, like, I mean, Target has them now, sex toys. If you go to Target, seriously, if you go to Target and go where the tampons and pads are, they just look like a little box, but if you open up, there's like a Velcro front to the box, you open it up, and then bam, sex toy. And you'll see them, CVS, yes, CVS has them too, a lot of them. And so that's why when you look at the toys, a lot of them look like this. And the reason because is for finding that spot. Here is where the prostate is. So you don't have to go inside the booty hole. You can actually just push on the seam.
And I fucking cried. So, this teacher, the booty bandit teacher, has been put on leave. She has been put on leave, probably to be fired. I don't know what class this is. It better be some kind of health class. By judging how big the kids is, I hope they was at, nope, it says high school. How far are we going with this, people? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't see too many girls in that classroom. All I see is dudes. And she's sitting up here talking about cornholes, prostates. Where we going with this? How far are we gonna take this shit, y'all? Like, for real. We in the school, we trickling it down to the school now. This is high school. I'll be damned if she's teaching a middle school or elementary class about some shit like this. Yes, this video is very, very fucking funny, but also sad in a way, because where are we going? Because 9 times out of 10, one of them goofy motherfuckers in their class now wants to try the shit. Because the seed has already been planted. And I could go on and on and on about this whole topic for days and for hours. It's ridiculous. Like I said, how far are we gonna go with this? This agenda, man, it's just everywhere. Like, it's everywhere, y'all. Man, y'all keep your head on the swivel, man. Y'all look out, man. Protect them kids, man. There's also a story, because we moving on with this one, man. We done with this. We done with this one. Done with this story right here, man. Anyway, there's a story I do want to bring to y'all. I will bring it next week or possibly in the middle of the week, or this week or the weekend. An update on the, I don't think we got a chance to cover it, but there was a young woman who was driving, she was an Uber driver, and she was attacked. She was attacked by a customer. And this is kind of close to heart to me because I have family that does this, and, you know, females at that. So, this kind of hit kind of home, like, and I was just, all I could think of is just, what if this happened to my family? Like, I would be fucking livid. But, there's a story where a young woman, and I will bring, like I said, I'm gonna bring it to y'all next week, man. So y'all just stay tuned. There's a story. It's about 4 or 5 months old, maybe 6, of an Uber driver who got assaulted, and while she was being assaulted, a so-called white passerby, a white so-called concerned citizen stopped to help while this young lady was screaming and fighting off her attacker. She was screaming for help. He stopped for help, but he did not help her. He began to choke the woman as she was screaming for help, as she was fighting her attacker. I will bring you this story. Y'all can look it up if you want to beforehand, so y'all can have some ammunition, you know what I'm saying, or something. But I'm definitely bringing y'all this story next week, or possibly, like I said, the weekend. There has been an update. It's a lot to get into, y'all. I think I'm gonna do something like a whole show about this, cause like I said, it's near and dear to me, and I want everybody, male and female. I don't care who you are. I don't care how tough you are, cause we all tough. Be safe. Be careful out there doing these Ubers and these DoorDashes and all of this kind of stuff. I heard some crazy shit from DoorDash too. Y'all be careful. Protect yourself. If you are in an open carry state, exercise your right. If you are not a felon, and if you are above the age of 18 or whatever, 21, 18, whatever it is in your state, exercise that right, especially if you're going to be driving by yourself and you're going to be picking up people and passengers and stuff like that. Exercise that right. Y'all, never forget, this is not new. This shit is not new. These attack on these drivers and stuff, this shit is not new. Just because Uber started letting people drive their own fucking cars, okay? Let's not forget, the cab companies are definitely looking at y'all upside y'all head right now because y'all thought y'all was just finna create some new shit and y'all didn't think about everything. These are major like loopholes. Like, this is a major problem. These are major problems for these rideshare companies, Lyft, Uber, all that, because they can end up getting sued and they're going to be totally liable for someone else's actions because they put their employees at risk. Never forget, back in the day, there is a fucking reason why cabs used to have the plastic dividers in the middle. This shit is not new, y'all. This shit is not new. It's always been crazy motherfuckers. They always try to attack hardworking people that's just trying to help them out. Like, I didn't have to stop and give you a fucking ride, but I chose to tap on my app and give you a ride. You funky bitch. And you want to assault me and pour all kind of shit all over my car, and that story is crazy, man. But look, stay tuned. Check that shit out next week. Stay tuned to my socials. Everywhere is at Black Money Media Live. If you my friend, the family, you got my personal Facebook. And all the socials, man, is just Black Money Media or Black Money. So you can type that up. You can see the logo. You can check us out, man. Don't forget, man. The Critic is out right now. Tony Spence, The Critic is out right now, y'all. Go spin that. That shit is out everywhere. That shit is fire. It's going right now. It's new shit. It's not nothing you've never heard. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely different. You know what I mean? And there's some shit you niggas need to hear. There's a lot of jewels on there. A lot of game being dropped, man. Y'all go check that shit out, man. And thank you for tapping in, man. Y'all share this video. Like, share. Y'all hop on over to my TikTok, man, and my Twitter, man. Black Money, man. BLVCK Money 1. Okay? Go on over there, and then the TikTok is just Black Money, man. You can see the logo, man. Y'all go to it, man. Check that shit out, man. I'm about to be dropping a lot of stuff on there, man. Little tidbits and stuff like that. So y'all check your boy out, man. Ride with your boy. Thanks for stopping through, man, and sitting with me while I talk a little bit of shit, man. And y'all know how I get out, man. If y'all don't know, I'm getting ready to fill you in. Check this out. I'll share my opinions on this platform. I share my opinions like this. I don't really do a lot of Facebook talking or Instagram talking and shit. I just see a lot of shit. I just watch and I listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, if you want to see my opinion, man, hey, it's weird, it's crazy, and it is what it is. It's factual, you know what I mean? I like to stick with nothing but the facts, but hey, come here and see that shit. I'm not gonna do that shit on social. I'm not gonna be talking about no personal shit on social, but I might talk about personal shit here, man, because y'all my family. Everybody who come in, everybody who tap in and talk shit with me is my family. I consider y'all my family, man. I love y'all for that, man. So appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Until next time, man. Peace.